Julia, thanks so much. All right, 8:16 Saturday morning. Sam Samperi is getting us up to date on current visibility right now out there.
Yeah,
the wind is really whipping.
Yeah, that's whipping. Visibilities are down a little bit, down to a half mile. So we're getting light to moderate snow with some heavy bands embedded when you get down to a quarter mile. And you can see that. Look at the live Doppler radar right now at 8:16 a.m. You could see that we have moderate to heavy bands moving through eastern Connecticut, even getting in the central areas. Are starting to get a lot of snowfall reports. Dan will have that in a minute. You can see right down through the Quiet Corner, through New London County, where there is a blizzard warning in effect. All across southern areas, we're getting some moderate snowfall going on. And up in northwestern Connecticut, just as we were thinking, we have some lighter snow, but it is all steady. It's blowing around, and yeah, that's why, one of the reasons why visibilities are down. And take a look at this. Once again, look at these bands coming in off the ocean and moving in. And that's when you know that this storm is really blossoming out. It is intensifying as we speak. It's still going through major intensification, and there it is, spinning off to our south. Right about here, it's offshore, so again, all snow, and you can see that. Yeah, this is something that means business. Look at the winds right now. We see that the wind speeds are averaging 28 miles per hour sustained, but gusting up now over 40. Groton, New London, New Haven coming in 40 mile per hour wind gusts at this hour. Temperatures are falling like a rock, and that's why the snow has a fluff factor. So if you get a half inch of liquid, you get 10 inches of snow. So yeah, this means business. You can see the wind chill values down into the single digit. Here are the latest storm warnings. Winter storm warning across all of Connecticut. Blizzard warning across New London County. Now I'm going to send it over to Dan, and he's got the latest information on those snowfall totals.
Heavy snow out there, and it's continuing to pile up. So it's like we've been showing some of the totals, and it's almost like instantly outdated because that snow is falling on top of it. A report of almost 7 inches in Bridgeport. Niantic coming in around 5.7 with some really rough conditions. Caitlin in Niantic was reporting near whiteout conditions for a period of time, and possibly qualifying as a blizzard here because there are some strict criteria in order to qualify as a blizzard, and it looked like we may get there across parts of southeastern Connecticut. Norwalk around 3.7, that was about an hour ago. Stonington around 3 inches. Waterbury, Bradley Airport around 2 inches or so, and that's continuing to pile up, as I mentioned. So I think when all is said and done, we'll end up in that 10 to 20 range across a good chunk of the state. Very heavy, or a lot of snow, but it's fluffy snow at least. But still, you know, when you have 20 inches of fluffy snow, it's still tough to move around. So just be ready for that. It's going to be a rough go of things these next few hours here. Now, as we go on through the rest of the day, as I mentioned, the morning hours, still seeing that heavy snow, some of those snow bands kind of drifting across the state. And then by the middle of the day into the afternoon hours, things will start to slowly, and I mean slowly, taper down. This is not just going to like shut off all at once and then suddenly it's sunny. Not the case today. This is going to taper off a little bit. It'll get a little lighter out there. The snow will stop accumulating by the middle of the afternoon, and then as we go on into the evening, still a few leftover snow showers, but generally from west to east, it'll taper off. So western Connecticut sees it come to an end first, and then eastern Connecticut, you may even hold on to that snow all the way after sunset. So we'll be watching for that, but the bottom line is, it's just an all-day event here with that heavy snow and some really rough conditions out there, especially with that wind blowing. It's going to be really frustrating for a lot of people as you're getting out and you're shoveling, and you may shovel, like, let's say your sidewalk, and then a gust of wind hits, and a lot of the snow that you just shoveled is back on your sidewalk. So I know it's going to be frustrating for a lot of people with this fluffy snow out there blowing around, drifting around. If you are going to take any measurements, just take multiple measurements and average them all together. That's the best way to get an accurate reading of what's going on, because the snow is going to be all over the place during the day today. And also, those wind chills will be brutal, getting down below zero as we go on through the day and into the evening hours, around 6 below by 9 p.m. Later on tonight, a lot of towns could be 10 to 20 below zero for some of those wind chills. It's going to be brutal. So by tomorrow morning, just please bundle up, and really all throughout the day today, bundle up. The next few days, though, it does start to warm up a little bit as we go on through the middle of next week, getting back into the 30s and 40s by the middle of next week. We'll keep an eye on that. More updates on this forecast all throughout the morning. Of course, complete storm coverage coming in all the way throughout the duration of this storm. Tim, we'll send it back to you.
You're about to give it a time. Listen,
I was going to say 11 a.m. I'm like, no, we're going to be on past that.
Yeah, we will be on as long as we need to. Dan, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you in just a bit.